have a confession to make.
How worried should I be?
You're not gonna like it, but you can handle it. I made an appointment for you tonight with a therapist.
Yeah, you're right, Mom. I don't like it.
His name is Dr. Bailey. He has great references, and he works out of
So wait, you just called him up and told him your son got raped? Look, Mom, I'm sorry, all right? I'm not angry. No, no, I am angry, but I handled it wrong. Look, which is why you see a therapist.
I promise you, I am not trying to run your life. You said that you would go to therapy. I was just trying to make it easier.
Yeah, but I can find my own therapist. I can make my own appointments.
Okay, fine. All right. But just go talk to Dr. Bailey and just see if he works for you.
I need to do things for myself, Mom.
Michael, you're 19. You're not 40, okay? I'm your mom. And you've been suffering for months, and I should have noticed, and I didn't. I should have known something had happened, and I should have forced you to talk to me about it, okay?
Okay, Mom, I'll go. I'll work with Dr. Bailey, but you have to promise me something.
What?
You have to stop blaming yourself for what happened. It's not your fault.
I should have done better for you,
Mom,
Michael.
I don't want you to feel guilty. You're a great mom. Even when you're driving me crazy.
I seem to do that to everyone I love, huh? Michael. All right, let's get out of here. You're gonna be late. Come on.
Am I gonna walk me to the office like I'm 6?
Yeah.
Didn't realize you guys were here.
Yeah, we're on our way out. Michael has an appointment.
Everything okay?
Yeah, me and Dad had a good talk. Look, I'm sorry for throwing anger like I did before. I should have got my facts straight.
You don't owe me an apology for anything. Ever. For the rest of the time.
We need to get going, Michael.
Can you guys wait? I'm sorry. Can you wait a second? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but Dante's seriously considering resigning from the police force. I'm assuming it has to do with this.
Wait, why would you do that?
Because I failed, Michael. I didn't protect the innocent.
If you're resigning because of a conflict of interest, because you don't want to go after our dad, that makes sense, but I mean, you're not a bad cop. I've never seen you fail on your duty to anyone.
I appreciate you saying that, Michael, but you're wrong.
I can't tell you what to do, but I'd be sorry if you just quit.
Okay, what Michael isn't saying is your grand gesture could hurt him.
It won't.
Really? Because I was under the impression a big reason why Judge Carroll released Michael was because you were an upstanding officer of the law.
All right, Michael's met all the conditions of his release. He's on track to finish his parole and go free. There's nothing I can do or not do that's going to change that.
You sound sure about that. You were also sure that Michael's never going to see the inside of a prison cell.
Mom?
I'm just simply pointing out that if Dante wants to resign, that's fine, but maybe you should wait until Michael's safe. Then do whatever you like.
Point taken.
Okay, Mom, let's go. You don't want to be late, do you?
No.
Are you mad at me for meddling?
No, I don't want to dump anything else on Michael.
Michael seems fine. He seems a lot better than you and Carly. I haven't seen Carly like that since Michael was sentenced to prison, and this whole resigning thing is like a delayed response. Michael's been out of prison for months. You just said that his parole is almost done, so why are you working so hard to trash yourself after the fact?
Just because Michael dealt with something terrible with a lot of courage doesn't give me a free pass.
This would really help if I knew what you were talking about.
I know, and I'm sorry.
So you're admitting that you're keeping something from me, but you swore to me that you wouldn't do that.
It has nothing to do with us. I swear.
Well, so it obviously has to do with Michael, and you're slitting your wrists over it, and Carly is taking him to mystery appointments, which doesn't make any sense Michael was raped in prison.
After all this time, he never said a word. But it confirmed what I always knew. It was the first thing any of us thought when Michael got a prison sentence. 18 years old and in jail with the worst people.
I thought Sonny's name would protect him. Jason was in there with him.
Well, Jason got there too late. Remember Franco's big art exhibit in LA?
Yeah, there was a picture of Michael and another inmate.
Carter. He did it.
Oh, my
on Franco's
God.
orders. Franco recorded his meeting with Carter at the Pentonville visiting room. Told that freak to go after Michael. Jason went insane. He ripped up the room. I thought he was... He probably would have killed me for seeing the video if he thought he could get away with it.
This is horrible.
It wasn't said in so many words, but I knew at that moment that Michael had been raped. I tried to talk to him about it, but... I mean, he was doing pretty good. He was being pretty brave and strong. He was putting his life back together, and it was much easier to convince myself that I was wrong.
Yeah, but if Michael doesn't want to talk, you can't force him to talk.
But there was one moment, about a week ago. I came in here and he was beating the crap out of the heavy bag, and he turned on me like he would kill whoever came up on him. Told him that I'd talk to him about whatever he wanted to talk about. I tried to talk to him a bunch of times.
And he didn't want him.
I gotta say, there was a small part of me that was pretty relieved. Not having to hear those words. Not having to face the truth. That my brother was raped because of me.
So what happened to Abby helped Michael admit the truth?
He was with Abby when I took her statement. She started talking about the attack and he bolted.
Must have been too much for him.
Yeah, I went back the next day to keep her posted on the case, and he was there again, and we started talking about his statement, and he told me. After all this time, he just said, I was raped in Pentonville.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't be. Not for me, anyway.
He's your brother. You love him. Finding something like this out is...
I didn't, though. I didn't find it out. I knew deep down. It was easier to convince myself that I was wrong.
I wish we could go back and do everything differently.
Well, don't you take this on. You were just believing in me. I'm the one who knew the risks. I let my arrogance make me think that it couldn't go down any other way than I expected it to.
Then you know what? Then you gotta make amends. You gotta make amends, and make amends by being the best cop you can be. Or you can just throw away everything that you are. I know we're broken up. I don't get a say, but I know the man that I fell in love with. And I know what he would choose.
Thank you. Lulu, I really do love you.
And you know how to prove it.
Hey,
Hey.
where's Lulu?
She had someplace to be.
All right. You're not mad because you told me you wanted to leave the force, are you? Maybe for you guys to fight about it.
No. I'm not mad. Look, Michael, Lulu, you found out what happened to you. We were talking about the attack on Abby, and I mentioned how upset you got, and she put it together.
All right. Lulu's my first friend when I woke up from the coma. She talked to me like a real person. She brought me real food, good music.
I promise you she won't tell a soul.
I know, I trust her. And besides, my therapist tonight told me when I stop keeping it a secret and I open up about what happened, it'll help me to move on.
It's all I want for you, Michael, more than anything. To a shrink.
You saw a therapist?
Yeah, I shot and killed someone on the job. They make you do a psych evaluation.
Did it do any good?
Yeah, I was surprised how much it helped. I really didn't think I had a lot of issues with what happened, but turns out I had some stuff to work through.
And my therapist seems okay. He doesn't push. It's easy to confide in somebody who isn't invested in me or what happened to me. And the people that love me seem to just jump in and, no offense, but blame themselves. It obviously wasn't their fault. Franco's the reason that I got raped.
Franco sent Carter after you to get to Jason.
Where is Franco now? Is there any leads on him?
Look, Michael, don't even think about it. Franco is...
No, Franco is the reason that I got raped. I need to make him pay.